Welcome back to Foundry, everyone. We are going to start this episode by looking at jet fuel. Jet fuel would be great because, like these pipes for instance, were really hard to build. I had to build a ramp up here, build the pipes, and then take the ramp down, so kind of a pain. So we're going to do jet fuel right away. This is the Olmite platform over here. If we look at the recipe for it real quick, jet fuel is liquid fuel, is made from low density alumite. Alumite is made just from crude alumite, and it has some waste gas, and this makes the jet fuel, the liquid fuel, and the xenoferrite plates. The plates will probably just bring a belt of plates over here, because if jet fuel ends up being used for more than something than us, I will move it over to the bus, but for now we're just going to make it over here. So the first thing I do is expand this platform so we have room to build. Alright, so let's do something similar. Let's put down a distilling column here. Let's move them 3 apart. And then we'll put the chemical processor here. And we might as well do a liquid tank. I don't know if we'll need it, but just to match the other side. Guess I don't have one in inventory. But so this is really big. It will do liquid fuel here. We'll do low density here. And then we'll put a tank in and put an assembler right here. The last thing to do is put a inserter here. And that should get it going. It is working. So I'll show you what I did real quick once I get back up there. Alright, so I basically did the distillation column here, put a stack behind it. I was trying to connect these two, but I don't know. I'm definitely going to do another playthrough and make this a nice organized factory. Something that's super lined up and super organized. This I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for it. So anyways, that's making the low density here into liquid fuel. Liquid fuel is going into this tank, which is full. And then that goes into the fluid assembler here. And it's making rocket fuel. So we should be able to fly now. Woohoo! That's awesome. That's going to be so much easier to get stuff done. I don't know how to go lower, but I'll have to change those keybinds. Next thing we're going to do is work on some solar panels. Let's grab 200 of these. And I believe we need some glass. And we should be able to craft some solar panels now. It's only 4, but this way it'll take off the load of some of our ignium, because we're burning through ignium quite fast. I'm going to have to find another source of it. Okay, so let's put a platform down. We're down next to the water steam turbines. Let's go ahead and put down some solar panels. Looks like the electric is on that side. I'm going to do something like this. I'm putting power poles down the middle. Put them at the center of each one. Go on top of them here, get baked. And let's just do one here to here to here. Here to here to here. So you can remove a connection by just using the regular demolish and aiming right at the connection, and boom, you can take it off. It's good to know. So I have the day-night cycle turned off because it's too hard to record at night. It's too dark. It's hard to see what's going on. So I've disabled that. Alt U is how you get to that, in case you're wondering. You can turn it off, day and night cycle on and off right here. However, it does not impact solar, right? So right now it's 5 o'clock. The sun doesn't come out till 6, so these are not using any power right now. They're not supplying any power, because even though it looks daylight out, it's actually 5 o'clock in the morning, which is nighttime still. So I presume when the clock hits 6 o'clock, these will start powering up. So I read the database, very helpful information. This right here, this 8 p.m. on the top left of the screen. Red solar panel, green solar panel, so we can generate power starting at 8 o'clock. So, okay, here's the story. So if you turn the day and night cycle off, it locks the sun at its current location. So I turned on the day cycle, or I turned off day and night cycle at like 7 o'clock in the morning, which means the sun was stuck at 7 o'clock in the morning, and these things never ever turned on. So even though the time changes, the sun does not. So it must be something based on there, so that's probably why you shouldn't use the cheats, but I don't know, I feel like it's just too hard to record in the nighttime. So anyways, if you're having trouble with your solar panels and you're locking the day and night cycle off, that's probably why. Alright, so take a look at the grid stats real quick. Solar panels are cranking out 3 megawatts, I have 10 of them, so that's good stuff there. Steam turbines doing about the same. It varies, so it looks like it's pulling the power from this solar panels first, which is good. Then I've noticed this transformer over here has been sometimes going above the 5. Not very often, but we might want to consider throwing another transformer down over there. Okay, this is the ignium. We got a fair amount left, but I am going to just go explore this section of the map a little bit, see if we can find another ignium source, because there's nothing around. There's plenty of technum, plenty of xenoferrite, plenty of mineral rock. Found a couple alumite ones, but no ignium, so this is the only one so far. So let's go over here and see if we can find some. The desert might be a good place to build. It's relatively flat, obstruction free. So something to think about in the future. There are these patches out here. I don't know what they are. Supposedly, I'm guessing they're oil. But it says unknown resource on the map right now, so we'll have to see, but there's quite a bit of it. No ignium yet. So I went out around, I did not find any ignium. Hopefully this batch lasts us. I looked at the research tree to get to underground mining. It's quite extensive to get there, so hopefully this little patch lasts us. I don't know, we'll have to see. If not, I'll have to go out further and see if we find some, or maybe I just got a bad map spawn. But anyway, so C3BB wants us to work on the construction industry. So I'm researching that right now, the maintenance drones, which leads us to the construction industry, which leads us to this radio tower, and finally yellow science. So I guess we'll work towards that. Maintenance drones here need circuit boards and energy cells, so we're making all that. We just got to put them on the bus and put together a line for them. So steel production has stopped because we are out of ore. These buildings here say no more ore in range. There's a little bit left that these guys over here are taking, but luckily we prepared this giant hole we got stuck in earlier, so we can just take them from here and replace all this stuff. There's maintenance drones up and running. We have energy cells, circuit boards, electronic components, and advanced machinery parts. Those were all making before. I just came off the bus here. The bus is getting quite wide. Lots of products on it, but I don't know what we're going to need in the future, so might as well just throw them all on there. So anyways, that's being made. Researching the construction industry next. So we finished the research for the construction buildings. We can take a quick look at them. We have a construction warehouse which stores construction materials, requires a boatload of stuff to build. A construction ship, same thing, boatload of stuff to build it. Transport ship, and then we have this construction materials that also require 6 items and 100 plates, 25 beams, 25 advanced machinery parts, so quite a bit of stuff. But let's just start building some of the stuff, see what it does. I'm going to square this off here I'm just going to square this platform off here and then build the parts over here. So we'll gather some supplies and build something like this. I'm just going to mark it off for now, and then we will come back and fill it in as we have the platforms. Alright, let's go check these out. Let's start with the warehouse. Ginormous. Don't know where the entrance is. Looks like there's a panel there. Looks like you can put stuff on any side. There, looks good. And let's go over here and put down the I guess let's do the construction ship. That's a little bit smaller. Put that down there. And then their transport ship is somewhere in here. Oh, that's another big one. Looks like there's a panel on that side, so it'll fit in there. That is right up against the thing. I'm not a fan of that. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If I need to move it, we'll move it. So let's get some construction materials made and we can put stuff in there, and then we can work on doing the radio tower. So let's just come over here and throw down another assembler and grab the materials off the bus we need, and then we'll just run the construction parts over to the warehouse. Alright, so construction material takes all this stuff: plates, beams, machinery parts, concrete, polymer board, electronic components. So I got 3 belts coming on each side. I just turned them here because we're not going to be able to supply more than one anyway. It's going to eat up too much material, so I am researching the 3rd lane loader, so I'll be able to reach this lane eventually, but for now this will work. And I got these parts coming on this side. The belt's working out nicely. I'm able to pull materials off quite easily. So let's go ahead and put these on. Let's see if my production can even keep up with this. And I'll put one on the back here, and we will run a belt. Down here. Over to here. And load her into there. Look at the construction parts up and running. And then we can start looking at the radio tower base. Alright, now that we got construction materials going, we should really upgrade these belts because this is not taking them out fast enough, but as you can see I'm not producing materials fast enough, so we'll fix that in a minute. Let's take a look at this tab here, handhelds. There's this modular building planner that we'll need. I've already crafted one, so it's on my hotbar down here. But then there's this buildings tab. We can do a radio tower base. And let's go fly over here and see what that's all about. That's radio tower base. Where'd it go? Okay, so here's the radio tower base. Let's go ahead and put it down. It's kind of big. I think over here looks good. See if there's a panel on it. Yeah, a panel's right there. Let's put that down. Then we have to use this modular planner. Click on it and it opens up this menu here. And this is the stuff that we need to build on it. So it needs all these modules. It needs a middle part, 3 of them, a power connector, and a radio tower top. So middle part, middle part, middle part, and then a top, and then I have to I don't know if this is accurate to where. What happens if we leave this? Let's come over here. So we have to restart over, okay. It does not save progress. Simple enough though. I guess this is the front, so let's do power on this side. And I guess let's do start construction. Yeah, so the transport drones have taken off already. They are going to the warehouse, grabbing construction materials, and coming over here and putting them down. Once they deliver some, this yellow drone will take off and start building it. So he's loaded up. There he is. He's dropping the materials now. As soon as those land in there, this guy should take off and start constructing. I don't know if there's a way to tell how much is left on it. So it needs 5,000 construction material. We have 750 delivered. This guy still has not taken off yet. I wonder if we have to turn him on. Yeah, he needs power. So we got power right here. Let's go ahead and grab a pole. That is one. There he goes. Alright, so he'll start constructing that. We'll just have to wait till they're done. Little construction drones are flying around building it. Looks pretty cool. That's why it costs 20 construction drones to build the construction ship. He's just sitting up there waiting for his drones to do the work. $14, 15% done, so it's going to take a little bit of time. We've got almost half the construction parts there, so. Alright, there's the tower. Looks nice. Looks pretty big. Now that pulls a lot of power. It has 10 megawatts. If we look at our stats here, we're only making, this is about halfway, so I'm assuming we can do about 12 megawatts. So it uses almost as much power as the entire base we've built so far. So quite crazy. I think we can just turn it on and off as needed, so I guess we'll try that route. But let's hook it up and see what happens. So it is disabled right now. It needs at least 50% power satisfaction, so we should be able to do that. Let's hit start.
We did it. So much fascinating data is coming in. We have full access to every part of the station that is still working, which unfortunately isn't all that much. You can access the station control panel from the radio tower's screen panel. I think it's about time we schedule emergency repairs.
Okay. So open communications. Looks like this is some stuff we can upgrade. Okay, so it looks like if we repair this emergency hole, we can fix solar panels, which will give us 10 megawatts, which we'll need desperately because this is pulling 10 megawatts. The sales platform looks like we can sell stuff. I'm guessing the construction drones we can sell, and that would be how we get Firmalite, because Firmalite is needed for the next. So, yep, yellow science here needs Fermilite bars. So we will take a look at that next episode. So we got the radio tower up and running. Let's turn this off so it doesn't drain our power. And then the first thing we'll have to do is fix these xenoferrite plates, because we need a full row of these, so we're going to have to upgrade this belt. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.